The Australian dollar US dollar just gave us a buy signal, so I'm going to place a trade to go long. Stop loss is placed. Take profit is also placed, and now it's up to simple trade management. So I'll put the video on pause and we'll be back as soon as there is something that we can do with this. I managed the trade a little bit. We're looking at a conservative trade on this, meaning the target is going to adjust itself a little more frequently than if we were looking for an aggressive trade. That's okay. Everything's been adjusted. We're still in this trade. It's looking good. And I'll put the video back on pause and I'll be back shortly. Being a conservative trade, our conservative target trigger is telling us that we need to get out of the trade now. Now, if I managed to stop, I would have locked in a tiny amount of profit. So what I'm going to do, again, because this is a conservative trade, because we're looking at some very specific rules here, I am going to... So we're out of the trade now, again, for very specific reasons. So let's take a look and see how this trade went. What did we get for this one? Now, this was a nice trade. It did move considerably. This was the entry, was on the close of this candle here, and we closed the trade right when we have the conservative target get hit. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of extra space, so we didn't sacrifice too much on this, but following the rules, again, is where that consistency comes from. And this trade is a nice little profit of $990. So even though we didn't get all the way to our initial target, we still did really, really well on this trade. So we entered on this bull candle down here, and we got out at the conservative exit. Now, we did really well on this trade. On this particular Australian dollar, US dollar, we made $930. So we still did really well, even though we had to cut the trade short because of the conservative signal telling us to do so. So we still made $930. This was a nice trade, made some good profit. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another live trade video. On the Australian dollar Japanese yen, I got a short signal. Now, we've got the signal to sell, and the stop loss is placed, and the take profit is placed. Now we've got a trade. So we've got a bias to go short, and I'm looking for a fairly easy trade on this one. So I'm going to put the video on pause because there really is nothing that I can do until something happens. So when that something does happen, I will return. So I'll see you in just a minute. This trade is coming along really quite nicely. A little bit of management. We have reduced the stop on this considerably. And what's left is just another pip or so, and then we'll be out of this trade. So hopefully I can catch that on video. So we are just about there. And that's it. We are out of the trade in profit. So we got the signal to go short in this area here, and of course our take profit. So let's take a quick look at what we made on this one. We'll throw the trade up on the chart. So again, the entry was here, very nice and clear. The take profit down below, and on this one we made $1,562.28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So over the course of just over half an hour, we made just over $1,500. That is a day that I like to have every day. Thank you very much for watching this live trade video, and maybe I'll see you in the next live trade video. It's very possible that we could be looking at a long trade. We've got the setup for it. It is looking really nice. We just got to wait for the actual signal. So another minute or so to go, and I'll put the video on pause. We'll come back. If there's a trade, awesome. If not, we'll just have to wait some more. Well, we've got the signal, so I'm going to buy. So we're in a buy trade right now. The stop loss is placed. And I will just let the system itself tell me when to get out. So we're in a buy trade. Things are looking good. When the system tells me to get out, then I will. So I'll be back shortly, and we'll see how this trade plays out. This trade is coming along nice. This is the US dollar Japanese yen. So we are looking at getting our take profit hit fairly closely. The market has told us where that take profit needs to be, and this is where it's at. So we are getting pretty close to this. So again, I'm going to put the video on pause, and hopefully I will catch this as it takes us out, but if not, we'll miss it just by a little bit. But you'll see how the trade actually worked. Well, there we go. We were taken out of this trade. I didn't hardly get to put the video on pause for more than just a couple seconds. This was the entry candle. This is where we were taken out. And if I were to pull up the terminal, this would be the trade that we had taken. Let's put this on the chart. Entry on this candle. This is where the blue arrow is, and we were taken out right here for a nice tidy little profit of $1,442.29. Very straightforward. The signs are clear. There's very little that we have to wonder about. And again, the market, or the indicators, they tell us exactly where the market is going to go to, and we place our targets and our stops accordingly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another live trade video.